and welcome to my channel. So today we're actually going to be working with something we haven't done on this channel yet, and that is polymer clay. So I got this from Five Below, and then I was thinking about it, and I was like, what if I did everything that I used for this video from the same store? Before I started the channel, I used to do little personal challenges like this. So I actually got a second one of these just in case, because they're kind of small and I wanted to use the actual colors it came with. And then for some tools, I actually got some manicure stuff. They had like this acne kit on the website, because I did order this for pickup, but apparently they were out of it by the time they grabbed my order. So I thought that this whole thing was going to be a blade on the eyebrow shapers. I was hoping so, but this still might work. I think it might be serrated, which makes me a little anxious. I don't think that it will work if it is serrated. But this looks like an actual like smoothing thing instead of just a, I don't know, it depends if that's silicone or plastic. I can use that for shaping. I can use that for shaping. The little scissors might be helpful. But that's not all I got. So if you're familiar with polymer clay, you might know that oil is good to smooth and get fingerprints out. So I got some coconut body oil. Hopefully that'll be useful. And then I also knew what I wanted to make today. So for that, I got clear nail polish as a sealant and to make it shiny. And for the part that I don't want shiny, I got a nail file. All that being said, a lot of times with polymer clay, especially bigger pieces, which I'm hoping to make like a medium-sized piece. I don't have a whole lot of clay, even though I got 2 sets. You normally bulk it out so that it's not fully polymer clay. Normally you would do that with tin foil. They don't carry kitchen items besides like leftover storage. So bear with me with this one. I got a few cans of iced tea. I figured I could cut up the cans and manipulate it. I do not recommend doing this ahead of time. I will mention, because I don't want any of y'all to cut yourself. Probably not the smartest thing for me to do, but I'm trying to make this challenge worth it. I'm trying to stick to the challenge. So let's just open some of this stuff up. These do look really cheap, and I know Five Below is like just above the dollar store. I'm not trying to be too, yeah, that's serrated. That might be good for cleaning up edges once it's actually cooked. And it doesn't lock in place very well. Like, it locks in place once you close it to be closed, but to stay open, that's not safe. Alright, that one's a little better. This one's just janky. But we set this one aside because this one we know is a little firmer. And I guess I'll put these in the bathroom. Unless they're super great for this and I turned out to be judgy unintentionally. So this is just a cheapy little manicure set with a really cheap bag that I feel like is way too big for this once you take them out of the package. You might be able to find a use for it somewhere. You got your little scissors. You got a nail clipper, which might be helpful for the breaking up the cans a little bit, as well as the scissors. This is what that is, silicone. It's a really firm silicone, but this is like a cheapy version of what a lot of people actually use for getting indents and cleaning things up. And then it's also got this edge which will also be good for shaping details. This I think would be decent for shaping details as well. I think this is just a cuticle pusher, to be honest. Don't know what I might be able to do with these besides use them for their intended purpose, but I did need another one of these, so this is handy. And the reason that I got an actual file instead of just going with this one is, one, this is going to be finer, and two, I don't want this to get in the way. I want to be able to get like real up close with the piece when I need to, so that I can get into certain parts. Because what we're actually doing is I'm going to be doing a snail. So I wanted the body to look wet and I wanted the shell to look dry. So I figured I could, one, detail more, use it basically as sandpaper, that's all it is. So I know I said I was trying to get as close to the challenge as possible, treating this like a challenge, but I do need a work surface. So I wrapped a board with tin foil. I didn't want it to stick to this. I wanted to be able to move things around. So let's get into that and start working the clay, because you do need to prepare it. Okay, good. They do have baking instructions. I don't think they had that before. I think that's a new addition. Because I would just Google it and hope for the best before. So they do have baking instructions. These do come with like your basic colors, and then they have some metallics, so I can get them out. These are individually wrapped. We have a couple different golds, a copper and a silver, and you also have some glitters. A lot of times the like specialty clays will have different baking instructions, and I also don't see myself needing them for this, but I can use them to bulk up areas, like build up a shape before I put the color that I want on there. So we'll set those aside, and we'll set these aside. And I am going to be honest, I'm already cautious about the black. I do like that this kit comes with a black. For some reason, a lot of polymer clay kits don't tend to. Like sets like this, rather. But they always tend to leave a colored residue. So, we'll set that aside. And then it also comes with your basic white. And then it's got every color in the rainbow in between, including plenty of browns, which is good, because that's what I'm going to need, mostly. So let's use some colors that I know I'm not going to need to bulk it out. That is not good. Okay, yeah, don't use these on your body. That is terrifying. So that'll be the primary of the shell. For safety, I'm going to start by going around the edge. So this weird contraption piece of trash is our base for the shell, just to protect it and build from it. Don't judge me. I'm going to go preheat the oven so that I can get this put in there shortly. So this is out of the oven and mostly cooled. We just kind of got that shape and protected the edges. Totally thought I was recording there, I'm gonna be honest, but I've been playing with the lip of the shell and I messed up. so we're just scraping it off a little bit. But what I was saying is that's why you want to pre-bake, because although some of it like this is still really soft, some of it getting pulled up, it's a lot smaller of a mess than it would have been otherwise. So I have been playing with this a little bit, and I also started another project off camera, but I'm realizing that the main problem that I've been struggling with is that this doesn't go down far enough, I think. So these have come out of the oven now. They're cooled off for the most part. So we do have some more work to do on shaping, but not much. And I know these look ridiculous right now, but again, we only have so much of the brown shades and a little bit of yellow. I did make the mistake of using yellow in this color again. I was gonna make something else while I was waiting to be able to work with this again, because for one, the washing machine was on the spin cycle. Two, I was letting my reference phone charge. Wasn't really thinking about the yellows, but it's okay, we'll work through it. Speaking of working through it, I want to thank you if you got this far in the video so far, for trusting the process with me. We are almost at the end of the ugly stage. So these are the duplicates. I opened the other box. There are a lot of consistencies just in this color range. So let's look at these. You can see kind of a tonal difference. This is much more significant. This one's a lot warmer toned. This one's a lot cooler toned. Or I'm sorry, vice versa. This one's a lot cooler toned. This one feels a little warmer. This is a significant color change. You can see how light this is compared to this one. So I just think that that's wild, that significant of a change. We're finally into the exciting bit. So I've made this little tool from some of the packaging. I'm gonna try and use that for my little circles. It works. It works a little bit. With texturing it, I really don't need to sand it as much as I thought I would. I hoped that I wouldn't have to sand it, but I prepared to. This is still really warm, by the way. But I'm also needing to get that white cleaned up. That's what we're gonna do real fast. Wow. Those little eye stalks that we prepared are cooking so that we can build around them. we're just gonna add a teeny tiny dot of the black on top of the eyeballs from the eye stalks for the actual eyeballs. We're not even gonna open it all the way because it's not worth taking out of the package. We are almost done. This is what the completed sculpt looks like. Again, ignore the back. It's still quite hot, but I just wanted to kind of get this all done so that I can take a shower, to be honest with you. So I have this clear coat of nail polish, and I just wanted the snail body to look nice and shiny. That did not attach fully. Okay. Not picking it up by the shell no more, at least until it's hard. Because while it's still hot, it's gonna still be a little soft, so that might have been my mistake. If you liked my art and you liked this video, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment with what you want to see next if you are interested in anything in particular, whether that be the medium or what I made. Don't forget to stay artsy. Thanks for watching. Bye.